Okay,
We didn't get a raise.
so we'll call the meeting to order.
Makes sense.
And is there anything that needs to be added to the agenda?
I have nothing else.
Okey dokey. Anybody else have any emergencies they have to add? Okay, would somebody like to move adoption of the agenda? James? Questions or concerns? All in favor? Opposed? That is carried. First item up is accounts payable for information. Larry? Does anybody have any questions or concerns? James?
This ProTech pump service, storm pond inspection, maintenance, repairs, is that for the one over here that we were talking about?
Yep.
Okay.
That's the cost to look at it, not fix it.
The cost to pull.
Oh, but not done yet. Mhm.
I was thinking that was a lot cheaper than what we talked about.
Yeah. Any other questions from anybody? Matt?
Just a question about street sweeping. So when we did have our own unit,
We still
okay, when we used our own unit and we swept our streets, like the gravel that it picks up, would we keep that and use it again?
We wouldn't know.
No?
No, over time it becomes more fine and
Okay.
unusable.
Okay, just because I see the charge in here and I'm just wondering like what would happen last year with all the gravel or everything that was picked up from last year, so I was just curious. That's it.
What do we do with that?
So you can use it for different things. You can use it for pipe bedding because it technically is a Class C bedding because it is so fine, right? So you can use it to when you put in pipes. Other than that, you can spread it and. let it
Okay,
go.
yeah,
landfill.
landfill, yeah, okay.
Anybody else have questions? Okay, seeing none, all in favor, of receiving for information, opposed, that is carried. And moving on to cash and investment summary. Chris? Questions or concerns? Seeing none, all in favor, opposed, that is carried. And then budget report to end of October.
That,
Jim,
I have a question.
questions or concerns? Go ahead.
My math might be wrong, but
What page?
page one. Yeah,
So far, your math is right.
I know. So this says October 31st,
Yeah.
but council salaries has only been paid out 50%. Is that just clerical error?
No, these are pulling actuals. So what you'll actually notice is the council fees below is the way of that.
There's $38,000 with no budget,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
right? Cause it's broke, it's still, when you get your check, you'll see salaries and expenses still
Yeah.
on the pay slip. So it's still, they're still breaking a third of it out somewhere else. So that's why it's, you
So
know,
my
it's
math
like
is wrong.
60-40 there.
Yeah.
Well, no, you just didn't add up all the right lines.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, and you'll see that in a couple of other places. If you see nothing in the budget, in the wages area, it's
Yeah.
probably because just the way it's being keyed in,
somewhere else.
it's, yeah.
Okay. That would probably explain for a few of the other ones that I had.
Yeah, I
questions
looked at
about.
that too. I thought, we can go somewhere, but no.
Don't go to Hawaii.
and have our next meeting in Hawaii.
I don't want to. Been there, done that. Overrated. Okay, any other questions? Seeing none?
Sorry, I had
Oh,
one more question.
okay.
Yeah, I just had to find it here. In our operating budget for 24, did we increase the legal?
We did.
Okay. So that it won't look as such a,
Ooh, sorry,
No.
we did not.
Because we're taking legal out of, reserves.
oh, okay,
Sorry, insurance we did not.
okay. Should we increase legal?
now.
Well, no, it hasn't
You-
been voted in yet, has it?
You hearing rumors?
Well, no, I'm just, 226% over budget this year.
But if I'm not mistaken, and I don't know exactly what I can say, but it should balance itself out
I don't
with something
think-
else that's,
I don't think
coming in?
those
We
ones-
don't know.
but it should.
No, not exactly,
No. Anyways,
because
just a
there's still
thought.
stuff going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a thought. That was-
Well, that's next meeting,
Yeah.
so. Any other questions? Seeing none, all in favor of the budget report? Opposed? It is carried. Okay, moving on to item 2, minutes. We have the council minutes of November 14th for adoption.
I'll move for adoption.
James? Questions, concerns, noted errors?
It does say I attended via Teams, but it wasn't really via Teams, if that matters.
You started.
Okay. I did,
It
yeah.
was poorly and then you went to a phone call.
That's true, okay.
You were here.
So it was almost teamwork.
Okay. Thanks for making me feel good.
Do you want it noted?
No, I didn't know if it mattered.
You basically
Online.
Attended
attended
electronic,
electronically, and
Yeah,
that's
you were
the.
here.
and that's legal.
Yes.
Yeah. Can't attend psychically.
No. Because you need somebody at the other end.
Nobody here.
Yeah. Okay, any other concerns about the minutes? All in favor of adoption? Opposed? That is carried. In the Cypress Redcliff Regional Waste Management Authority, unofficial for information, Larry. And if you have any questions that are going to happen later on in the meeting, save them, but other than that, if you have any questions, feel free. Nope. All in favor of receiving of information? Opposed? That is carried. Moving on to bylaws, we have bylaw number 1960-2023 being the temporary emergency storage bylaw. It's here for second and third reading.
I'll move second.
James? Questions or concerns? Seeing none.
There's no differences between the first and second and third.
Well,
readings,
they
were there?
didn't play with the fines like I was hoping, but that's
All
okay.
right.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Okay.
So, there's certain things you can do that are
Uh-oh,
cheaper
you're-
than others.
You're in trouble now.
That's better bang for your buck for getting two, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
well, it's, yeah,
We're gonna do one, do two, okay.
yeah.
Does council want us to consider
No.
increasing fees?
Hell no, it's here now. Let's get it over with. Okay, all in favor of second reading? Opposed? That's carried. Would somebody like to move it for third? Matt? Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Opposed? That's carried. Bylaw number 1962-2023 being the encroachment permit bylaw. It is here for second and third reading as well. Chris, for second reading. Any questions or concerns? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? That is carried. Would somebody like to get a third reading, Jim? Questions or concerns? All in favor? Opposed? That is carried. Okay. Bylaw number 1964-2023 being the fees, rates, and charges bylaw for first reading.
Put on the table
Kathy,
for first reading.
any questions or concerns? James?
So, this is probably a dumb question, but everything that's X'd out in purple is just stuff you're removing from this? Is that correct?
Or possibly changing and you see them later on?
Anything in the highlighting, if it's crossed out,
if it's crossed out in purple, 'cause some things are crossed out in purple and then there's a new number beside, but some is just completely crossed out.
The coloring means nothing other than there was multiple users making updates.
So if it's crossed out completely, then it's just gone out of the bylaw, I guess is the question.
No, not
The color doesn't
necessarily.
matter.
She's just saying that that one person did that then.
Well, no, I get
Do you-
that, but.
Do you have a specific example?
Okay. well, right
Electronic
here,
advertising?
Development, well, yeah, that one. That was one of them.
What page?
10 is the one I referenced.
Which one is James on?
Well, that was one of the ones I noticed yesterday, was the electronic sign. The fee for
You-
So
non, I can't find it. Page 10, you said, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, right
10
there.
of 37
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah,
For-profit advertising, private events or programs is crossed out completely.
Yes, we're proposing to remove that.
Okay. So if it's Xed out completely with nothing beside it, then it's
Yes.
proposed that we're just getting rid of it.
yeah. Just,
Okay.
cause that way the nonprofits get free and everybody else just pays rather than
Well,
trying.
No, not everybody
No,
else
it says
can't.
everyone gets it for free.
Nobody else
Oh,
can.
nobody else can, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we,
Oh, nobody else can advertise, period.
correct.
Oh,
We are focusing on the non-profit groups.
are you finding you're just getting too much things on the sign that it's getting overcrowded, or?
It's just discretionary, I guess, of who gets to go on there, and we have historically made very little. This year was $30.
$30?
Well, sure.
But this doesn't cover any of the administrative costs or anything like that.
Well, that's
So-
covering the cost of signing fest. Okay, and then my second question, all of these increases in fees, is that just, excuse me, like an industry thing, or is that just numbers that you guys decided to pick out of the air, or, like, I'm looking at the business license fees right now.
So the business
in
license
particular.
fees, we proposed just minor increases. We did some comparison with the city of Mesnat, but, not really comparable in that, like for local business, Redcliff is 60, Mesnat was 107. But we still proposed a minor increase.
Mm-hmm.
Any other concerns? So, a concern I had, if we're looking, like some of these numbers we talked about at budget, and that's how come they're being raised, right? But, I don't know if we talked about it at budget or not, I can't remember for sure, but I'm looking at the campground fees, and we have $20 a day unserviced, so that would be tenting or whatever, and then $40 a day serviced. And as far as I'm concerned, we're not making anything there. I don't think you can get out to Elkwater for less than $60 a day, and you gotta reserve and pay $11 of reservation fees. So I think we should charge more, because we got people that don't pay, we had the door kicked in 5 times this year, and the bathrooms vandalized. Like, opening the door to just expenses isn't a smart move. So,
Yes.
I think we should raise those and actually try to at least float. Go ahead, Chris.
I agree with you, but if we raise rates, obviously that's not Elkwater. It's
Nope, it isn't.
a slight less draw than Elkwater.
Totally.
If we raise rates, that might detour some of the honest people from being there, and the honest people are eyes on the property too. So just something to consider. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but something to think about.
I was
It
just
might
thinking
not
the
give
same
the
thing.
desired effect. But I'm sure you're not talking about raising it $30 or something a night.
No, just more than that. Like
I think the one where
30
the,
and 50, like $10 a night is.
the ones for tenting and stuff like that, that's the one that we should really raise, because that's the one where the,
No, but then
But they're
they'll
just
be-
not gonna
trouble.
pay
Then they're
anyways,
just gonna
right?
be dishonest.
They're just not gonna pay anyways.
They'll come and go. No, I just think it should be a fee that works. You know, I look at what they did with the swimming pool. a single adult pass is $7. I don't know if people go swimming for $7 or if they wait till public swim, which is sponsored and free. If you, there is a line where when you start charging too much, you don't get it at all. So
Yeah.
the $7 fee may encourage buying a season's pass or something like that, but, or else round up a kid, because families are only 15. So 2 adults and a family of 3 can come for way less than, yeah, anyway. I don't know, like there's some things that got raised, and then there's some things that didn't get raised, and like I say, when I was going through there, I just think that those
That's the one
numbers
that
are
stuck
low.
out at you.
Well, especially with the damage and stuff we had, like, do we need a campground that just costs us money every year?
It's always gonna cost us money though.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, sure.
I think Shannon had a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we did do some comparisons this afternoon. For elk water, it says it's $47 per night with power and water. So that's elk water. Gas City Campground was $45 a night with power, 52 with power and water. And then it's a little bit higher if you have a 30 amp service or a 50 amp service.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Elkwater and Gas City were that close.
So
Well,
raising it
Gas
to
City's
50 would
more.
put us high.
I don't know where that is. Is that Elkwater, Maine, or is that Fire Rock, or, I just,
I can't tell you, I don't have
yeah,
that
'cause
distinction.
I don't remember paying more than $45 out of Oakwater.
Oh, yeah.
Reister Lake is $26 a night on service.
yep,
Cavan is 35, but that's just for power.
Yeah, I have that, it's $31.50 a night with power and 21 with no power. So
I
maybe
think they went up,
unless-
I think, this year.
Unless their sites weren't, or websites weren't updated.
Do we have water at the sites?
yeah, yeah, they're hooked up.
All of them? Not all of them have water.
No, but there is water and,
There are service sites with water and power.
and then some people just use lots of hose and run them from the central watering, or from their neighbor that does have water. Eventually, they all get water. I've seen it.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with Chris that if we do raise these fees, then the honest people that actually are willing to pay, like I would not pay $50 per day to camp in the Redcliff campground, because you're basically a parking lot, right? Like there's, you're not getting any benefit. You're in the middle of town. You're
but some people want that. That's just like Wild Rose, like the people just
It
park
is
there
appealing to
year
some
round.
because maybe they're close to work
Fair.
or whatever, yeah.
yeah.
Because not everybody is camping in that campground.
Yeah.
Fair. There is that, I suppose.
But they're still using it. That's what counts.
Yep.
But if the
Regardless of
purpose
what-
is to offset some of the damage getting caused, it also might give the opposite effect too.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that that's the magic number where it is gonna give the opposite effect, I'm just saying that's something to be cognizant of.
Mm-hmm.
Cause what'd you say it was, 30 and 40?
Right now, it's 40 and 20.
Oh, 20 and 40, okay.
And you're proposing 30 and 50.
Well, I just figure it should be higher than that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that just doesn't seem like very much a day for power and water.
$40 a day, so
You
we're
run
running
your air
our
conditioner all day.
Yeah, we're burning through money like crazy.
On a 30 amp service,
Mhm.
yeah. Because all those air conditioners are single phase,
Mhm.
they draw.
Mhm.
Well, what's the flavor of raising it, $10 or even $5? I could be talked into $5.
Yeah. 25, 45, is what I'm thinking.
Works for me, I just think that that's low.
Did you say
It's tough.
45 in Elkwater was power and water?
Elkwater was $47 per night with power, 50 and 30 amp and water.
Maybe they lowered their rates. I didn't go out there this year,
Neither did we.
because I don't play the game of booking
Oh,
60
it's
days ahead.
stupid,
I don't
yeah.
even go out there because of it
Did
anymore.
you say there's a reservation fee?
Yeah, $11, it's non-refundable.
And that's just a one-time, whether you're
And
there
if
for
you
one
Every
week or a
time you
week?
reserve, if you,
And if you
every
don't book
weekend you
60
reserve.
days in advance, you're not getting a spot.
Right.
And then you can cancel and get your money back, but not the $11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So truthfully, that fee is built in, is on top of the number we
Yeah.
just heard.
Yeah, but whether you
But
book
you
for
could,
2 days or 10 days.
you could book a whole week and still pay $11, or
Right.
you can book one night and pay $11.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I would say the average person's probably 3 nights.
yeah, so it's
So
a
you could
couple,
probably say $4.
$3-4 a day more.
Yeah, I
No, they're offering a different service, but
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, we're also not a reservation service. You can just pull in and get a site, most cases.
Unless Her Highness is here,
Well,
taking it up.
not paying.
she's got a place.
Yes.
She's
Sherry
got a
does.
permit home now.
She should stay there.
Squatters' rights.
She's not squatting, she has permission.
That's true.
So what's the flavor of $5?
Yeah, I would support
5
that.
and 5, like Pizza Hut.
I could be talked to.
555.
I'm on the fence.
Over $5.
No, never mind.
Well, I totally get where you guys are coming from.
Well,
But it's,
did somebody put it on the floor yet?
You worried that Jessica's gonna make you sleep there in the summertime?
she
or
will
what?
not go there, so I don't have to worry.
No,
about
not
that.
her. You.
Oh, you, yeah. Did somebody make the motion? Kathy did.
Well, it's a motion to be discussed, yeah.
Yeah, well, she made the motion as it is.
Yeah.
Do you
Take
want to
first
amend
read.
it, Kathy, or do you want to leave it like that?
I'm almost like Matt on the fence, but I can see the point of
Mhm.
increasing it to 25 and 45.
I don't know, it's gonna make a hell of a beans of difference by the end of the year, either which way.
Might end up with a couple $100 extra.
If we're lucky.
So we can bring it back at the next meeting with that proposed change, and then
If Kathy wants to make that proposed change.
if you do it as amended, it'll be incorporated, or we can bring it back at the next one showing that change.
Because this is just first reading, but it still is the
Right. I was looking at the wrong one.
consensus of council if we want administration to even change it.
So truthfully, today's vote doesn't much matter.
No.
We can vote for it the way it's presented and think about it till next time too.
Or, yeah, or make amendments for the next one, or whatever, yeah. Okay, was there any other questions or concerns?
Well, I have one, but it's probably not gonna be a popular one.
Well, then, bring it up.
You should move to that.
Ice rentals. So we amended these last year, right?
I think we talked about them at budget again, too.
Did we?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't remember that.
And we did have the
Because
request to
we
lower
got,
them.
we got all the letters to lower them after
Mm-hmm.
last year. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't gonna propose lowering them, so
No way.
yeah, I don't know.
So
What
this is, even though I assume you're trying to stretch this to 2025, not 2024.
Correct.
Yeah, because right now it's
That's
to
what
year
it says right there.
20,254.
Nope, 4's crossed out.
Nope, 4 isn't on
Four
mine.
is not crossed
Oh,
out.
It
Oh.
is.
It is
It
crossed
is.
out. Oh, it's very
If
sneaky.
you zoom in,
yeah.
Oh, the red on the red.
It's
yeah,
sneaky.
that's why they should have used purple on that one.
The 2,254, that's good rates in 1,000 years.
I won't care.
1,000
about
years?
that.
Maybe you should.
18,000
Did
years.
you go to?
18,000 years, I don't think we'll all be around.
If you're still on council.
You found the fountain of youth.
I already have.
In
Thanks,
Vegas.
James.
In Vegas.
No, it's definitely not there.
By that time, you'd be older than me.
I won't be near that.
Okay.
What page is the ice rental
Oh,
on anyways? Oh,
it
it's up
is
here. anyway.
on 9, wasn't it?
Page 8, sorry.
Page
Yeah.
8, okay. I
8 of
scrolled.
37?
8 of 37.
8
yeah.
of 37. Yeah, there is a.
So we're not even raising them this year then?
Well,
For
that's what
next
I
year
was
is-
gonna.
That's what that's saying. These rates were for this year.
Right.
Well, this just says that it continues on until August 31st of 2025.
Yeah.
Right. So that is 2 years of same rate. That's
Mhm.
what this is proposing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I don't know.
Yeah, 2
'Cause
full
we're-
hockey seasons, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 2 more hockey seasons and then The start of the third one
Uh,
would probably change. September of 2025 would change.
Right, so it's this year and next year, that's it, yeah, because this year's
Not
already
you,
halfway
but this
through.
season and next
Yes.
season.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Hmm.
And in some ways, I wish that it didn't go all the way to August.
Well, I'm just thinking, like,
Like if
the
it
last
was
time we made a
terminating in
change.
March, that's the hockey end of year, right?
Yeah, and the last time we made a change, if I remember correctly, the Minor Hockey Association's complaint was we didn't give them enough notice to inform their members to collect higher fees and blah, 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 blah,
I
blah.
think we did it at the start of the year. We raised the rates. We didn't do it at the start of the season. Because it was a budget-related thing.
Yes.
So, if that's the case, then I think these dates should reflect a season, which,
Minor hockey's done in March.
yeah, usually they're done, their tournaments in March.
Yeah.
Not too much hockey flows into April.
I didn't realize it was that early.
Well, then even make it
Make it April.
April or May, I don't care, but it's just
Yeah.
that way, if they started a hockey camp in August, that would be new rate. But those would be, usually that's not minor hockey, that's, yeah.
And they can pay
Those
more,
are
that's for
usually-
profit
well,
anyway.
those are usually negotiated too, so. Yeah. Again, it's, yeah. And I think because this is just a rate schedule, if something drastically changed,
Well, I guess
they can be,
my thought process behind it is, I understand that the hockey gets a cheaper rate, but I know, like my wife tried to book the arena for an event, and I called and I talked to, I always forget her name.
Carla or
No.
Julie?
No, Kelly, thank you.
Oh, okay, front.
And I said, how about this date? She says, no, that's all hockey. Okay, how about this date? Nope, that's all hockey. Okay, how about this date? No, that's all. Is there anything available that's not hockey? Well, the middle of a weekday. Well, that's absolutely useless. So if hockey's taking up all of the time that you can book the skating, then, and we're giving them the cheaper rate, then why, like, I just
But that's the
think
spirit
that,
of what the building's
Yeah.
for.
well, so we build an arena, we put $2 million into an arena just for Redcliff minor hockey,
They're our biggest customer, yeah.
but not for all of Redcliff.
Most of Redcliff over their time of their life. I mean, except for people like me, who don't
Sure.
have kids, of course,
So there's figure skating in there as well.
which I am not very good at.
Did you speak of?
Figure skating.
Yeah, not so good.
I just,
They don't make
I don't
road
know,
skates that big.
I guess I struggle with that one because it seems like.
I think it
is-
should be more inclusive, like.
Well, it's catered just to hockey. Like if hockey's going to take up all the slots, like I tried any evening. No, I tried weekend. I tried Saturday or Sunday. Sorry, not Saturday. Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. Like we couldn't get a time slot. Period. So if we're going to give all of the slots that are not school or work hours to Redcliff minor hockey or figure skating, then I just don't know why we should keep cutting them breaks. I guess is just what I'm getting at because it's not inclusive for all of Redcliff.
Well, you have to keep in mind too, hockey is a huge thing right now, and is a lack of arenas in our area. So
Well, that's fine, but in my opinion, spending $2 million of taxpayer money that everyone in Redcliff is paying for a small select group of,
Well, what facility
Maybe
can't you
a
say that for
third.
then? So for
Well-
swimmers, we gotta subsidize them, why
no, but
can't we have some?
we
I don't know.
have swim time. You can rent the pool, right?
But the demand isn't there. Hockey is more of a
Sure.
Canadian thing.
I guess I don't see the point in giving them
And-
all sorts of breaks if it can't be available to everyone else.
Well, then maybe you should have people drive past it faster.
Well,
Through the chair.
every
Go
meeting,
ahead, Larry.
Does minor hockey pay for all the ice they book, or are they turning some in and not paying for it?
Right, I was gonna ask that too. Cause I know we did have that problem years ago.
I don't have that data tonight.
That's not an issue, okay, that's good.
well, she just said she doesn't know.
I don't have that data tonight, but I can get that for the next meeting.
Oh, somebody said that that's not, that they're not doing it, okay. Yeah, because, I mean, if they're booking it all, nobody can book it, and then they're turning it in and not paying for it, that is an issue.
When they did have that problem
Yeah,
a
that-
few years ago, yeah.
So.
That was
And-
for a tournament, I think, with someone else, if my memory stands correct.
If they
book
Well,
it, they
before your
should pay
time,
for it,
actually,
regardless
the
whether they
previous
use it or
council, we
not.
had that issue, if I remember correctly. And I don't remember what we did with it, or if we did anything with it, other than maybe,
You're talking about like
Issue them a
at the
warning.
beginning of the season?
I don't recall. It's been a few years now. I'm not sure.
So on page 5, you'll see the facility bookings and cancellation guidelines.
5 of 37?
7 of 37.
Oh, I thought I said page 5, I'm sorry.
That is at the top.
Oh, I see, that page 5. And where does it say that?
7 of 37 is all
Yeah.
swimming pool.
So if they cancel
Community service
within
or
10 days, then they get charged for the ice
There we
time.
go.
Up,
Or the other way, like bring this down.
go up.
Yes, go
Mm.
up.
If they cancel within 10 days. Did I read this all cancellation?
Yep.
Then they pay. Or they may pay. It doesn't say they will pay, they may
May
pay.
result in forfeiture, just a deposit. When they
Or
rent it, do they have to, when they
Or
book it, do they have
refund
to
of
pay?
facility rental fee.
Yeah. So what's the policy? If I wanna book a March skating right now for my team, do I just book it and pay a small deposit fee, or do I pay the full amount up front?
Their invoice at the end of the month.
So if I book it this month for March, I get invoiced this month,
Nope, not until you use it.
invoiced in March. So then what's the point of this cancellation then? How would that ever
Yeah.
apply?
So it's indicating that if they don't cancel within the 10 days,
Yeah.
then they may forfeit it. So depending on whether or not we were able to revoke it or those kind of things.
But if they never paid anything anyways, but it's always a repeating customer, so you just invoice them anyway? Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yes, I think if it's one time, then it's required immediately, rather than they're booking it.
Okay.
Through the chair, I think my point was if it's booked, it better be utilized.
Yeah.
Yep, all
Do-
right.
You book it, you pay for it, that's it.
Go
Do
ahead.
any of you know if we have a problem with teams booking and not using it?
No, she said she'll bring that back
I
next
can
Oh.
time.
bring that back at the next meeting after I check with Carla and Kelly.
I guess that really was the exact same question as Larry asked, now that I think about it.
Okay,
I'm sensing there's no flavor for raising it for Redcliff minor hockey.
Uh,
I do.
I think they should drive past it faster.
Every meeting you bring that up.
Yeah. It's gotten me nowhere so far, Matt.
No, it's just at 30 kilometers an hour
okay.
it has.
Anything else? So Kathy's got this for first reading. All right. And so far, nothing really got changed.
But we're bringing stuff back for next time to reconsider.
Well, I don't know. Did we have consensus on the $5 increases?
I would support it.
I would too.
Okay, well, that's at least the majority so far. Minor hockey.
And I can bring that back within proposed April
Okay.
date, and you guys can discuss it.
Okay, all right.
And then the information on cancellations?
Okay.
Okay,
So-
so I can amend my motion then with the, what is the second
Are
one?
you wanting to?
25 and 45?
As amended, or are you just wanting it as first reading and then we'll bring back?
Yeah,
the
I
changes?
think just as long as there's consensus that on second reading it gets changed, we don't have to change this one, it's here.
Right.
Well, it can, yeah.
Clear? Maybe?
Clear.
All in favor?
Little cloudy, but.
Opposed? All in favor?
Nothing
That's
new,
carried.
Jim.
All right, request for decisions. Unit 121 considerations.
I'll move that, we loan it to the landfill with them being responsible for all maintenance and repair costs.
You have a big heart.
Well,
You don't have to vote that way.
you don't have to vote that way.
Small heart.
So question, I know we gave them another piece of equipment before. Is Cypress County ever pitching anything in?
They're grading the roads, aren't they?
for a fee.
Oh,
After we sold,
let's amend that.
they sold our grader. It's okay. It's okay.
So have they ever given any sort of support?
I
From
seem to
their own
recall
pocket?
in the past, they've given us trucks.
They have? Okay.
We purchased trucks from the Cypress County.
Okay. Did they give us
Oh,
an
just
amazing deal?
Drop it all off.
Oh, there's a Ford repair on the, payables.
So which one did you move? James, did
That
you
we
move the
loaned,
first one?
yes.
That was number one.
Yes.
Is renting it to them any sort of option that has been thought about?
We talked about that.
Did everybody look at what it's may be worth? Because I
Some
know
doesn't
when
vary very
I
much.
Googled that model number, and I got way higher prices than that even,
I did not Google
in
it.
US dollars even. So I think little tractors that aren't totally broken
Are worth
are
money.
worth something for these people that have acreages or driveways that need snow clearing and stuff like that. And this even has an air-conditioned cab, that's an option. Versus just sitting there in the wind and the snow. I don't care if it's even air-conditioned in the wintertime, having a cab is a bonus.
So they were above the 23,000?
Yep, they were. Yep.
Were
Did you
those,
see several examples of it?
Yes,
Just because
there
somebody's
was,
asking.
and some were even older.
Oh, okay.
were those dealerships or private?
Well, and that I can't tell by looking at who's got it in what.
Because, you know, you're definitely gonna get the markup at a dealership.
Yeah,
And
on the other
private,
hand,
anybody can ask whatever they want for whatever they have. so.
Well, so can a dealer too.
but when you
If-
see 5 or 6 of them with the same price, then
Then
you
yeah,
gotta say,
that sends a trend.
obviously, that's a range,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you might as well be asking the same thing, unless you just wanna dump it. So technically, what we're doing is we're sending a $20,000 to $25,000 tractor over there,
I do get what you're
and
saying.
when we just could try to auction it.
Fair.
That's. And I don't
Because-
know, and then if they use it and don't like it, well, then what? It's really not theirs.
And it's just, I get it, like,
Well, it
cause
says
even,
they're giving it back to us to sell,
but after year of
It's
use,
gonna
that's more
depreciate a little bit more.
depreciation,
but it has
so,
depreciated another year. Yeah.
with more use as well, so.
Well,
What other,
You Googling it right now?
that's what I was doing.
Hmm.
But, I mean, somebody at the town did it too. It's just, it should come up in my search history, I'm waiting for it.
Well, they took it to a dealership to get appraised, didn't they?
Yes.
Through the chair, if it's worth so much, why are we spending 75,000 for a new one?
Because to us, it's old.
Well, to replace it just because it's old is a little foolish.
Is that hitting a little too close to home for you, Jim?
I think the repair and maintenance,
Repair and maintenance is
You
the
are-
thing that's-
You're welcome.
you're on the ball tonight, you really are.
It wouldn't be for you, this meeting would be boring for me.
He missed you last meeting,
I get
it
that.
showed,
I had 2
He
weeks
kept-
of turning my brain off, so
he kept rubbing the back
it's
of the chair.
refreshed.
so the repair and maintenance costs have steadily increased over the last few years.
Yes.
Which will happen, yeah. And if we lend it to them, then if I'm them, I'm gonna make sure that we don't put too much money into it before we give it back.
Okay. Well, motion was number 1, so,
Couldn't find it?
yeah, there was lots of them in there.
Oh, was there? Okay.
But like I say, these were found too, so. Any more questions, concerns? All in favor? Opposed? He's defeated.
like a new option?
They only got 26,000 for the grader.
You can, yes, Chris, go ahead.
Option 4, we will lease it to them for X amount of dollars a month.
And they are responsible
And
for
they're
maintenance and
responsible for
repair costs.
Maintenance and repair, yeah.
What is X amount of dollars a month?
Well, if we feel it's probably worth 25K, $500 a month,
Is there a fee
Get
involved?
real.
$4.95.
$4.99.
There is a fee listed in the fees, rates, and charges bylaw.
We could supersede that with a motion,
Yes,
couldn't
you
we?
can.
Yeah, I don't know what's,
Cause we're not renting it with an, like your fees and rates, no.
Your equipment and your operator rates are separated.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You made a point of
but if
putting
it's
that
worth,
in there.
if it's worth 25K today, what's it gonna depreciate in a year? That's the number we should
Well,
get back.
a loader rate is $124 per hour in our fees rates.
Right.
So 500 a month,
Yeah, that's saying it's gonna depreciate
$6,000
$6,000.
a year.
$6,000 for the year.
So at the end of a year, is it worth 19,000? I think that's fairly reasonable.
Yeah,
And if they don't want it, then we can surplus it
we can just sell it
anyway.
right now. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, what
That's fair.
number do you like better, Jim?
I say about 300.
No, we're quite a ways off then, okay.
It's not a truck, it's
You
a
need to be giving
tractor.
me
Meet, yeah, meet in the middle of 4.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we wanna be a good neighbor to them as well, but not give them the farm.
Or just a tractor.
Or just a tractor for the farm, yeah, exactly.
Like, just to cover the
What do
depreciation
you think?
Yeah,
costs.
that's what it should do. That way it's fair.
I think the county is supportive of us, and we're likely gonna need something, and I'd hate to nickel and dime this. I mean, we did lose the grader. I appreciate his worship's point on that. But I think we should be cooperative, and if there's something that we're likely not gonna get much for it anyway, that's why I voted for motion number 1.
Mhm. Well, what number would you be happy with, if any number?
Number 1.
Not the number I was referring to.
Free.
but okay.
Free. I can
Well,
understand covering the cost of depreciation.
Yeah,
I-
I'm not saying we need to make money off of it.
I don't think we should, well, anyway, I voted for number 1, I'm gonna vote against this one, so just have fun with it.
Okay, that's fair, that's okay.
Well, they had a majority against number 1, so.
Yeah, we don't need your vote.
All right.
What's everybody else's thoughts?
I like what you've said.
500?
500.
I mean,
I could go down to 4, that's just under 5,000 a year.
I was-
I'm good with 4.
Yeah, I'm between 4 and 500 is fine with me. Obviously, you must like 400 more than 500.
More than 500, but I like 300 better.
Okay.
I
What's your
think
appetite with
300 is
400,
really,
Kathy? What's your appetite with 400?
I'll go with 4.
Okay.
what's your appetite for 3?
Jim, you used to sell cars. Come on. That's
Yeah,
I'll make it
exactly.
400.
Okay, so now he's taken out the
The X
X and put in 400 a month lease if they
Plus
want.
all repair maintenance.
Yes.
Well, that's part of the lease,
Yeah.
this triple net.
And they're responsible for all the repair and maintenance?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
You ever leased something and told them to fix it?
I got 2 free oil changes today.
Yeah, good on you.
Thank you. That was more than. You lease your pickup truck?
Our
Okay,
screens just went to
So
sleep.
everybody is clear? Yeah. Bonnie's working on it.
On the car.
Everybody's clear on the motion?
2 free oil changes for the car.
I'm gonna call the question, all in favor? Opposed? It's carried.
It used to be 4. That should be well.
No, that's sitting on the fence.
You only get 2 free oil changes?
No,
Yeah.
no. Okay. Walking trail
Oh,
system
I got
upgrade.
6 with mine.
Mayor
Well, I
Kilpatrick,
should have.
What?
You guys negotiate.
could you, turn that button on and off underneath? your desk.
Oh.
Did you get that with your knee?
This could be my back.
He's getting too old to be bending over like this, Shannon.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I don't have to bend right over. Oh, that's my sciatic.
How'd that look on camera?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna move over here.
I've fallen down and I can't get up. I did. I shut it off.
Bob Burns,
Is
the
it working?
newscaster a few centuries ago.
I turned the button back on.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you, sir.
He fell down on TV while he was doing.
I think we need to increase our IT budget around here.
Yeah.
This
okay.
has cost us so much. I don't
And
even
it
want to go
doesn't
there.
work.
They
And it
just
doesn't work.
sit there, just slide
And
down.
more than one person has
All of a
put their
sudden,
opinion and thoughts into this, so let's just leave it. There's nothing wrong with town crier on Broadway and Third, keeping everybody informed. Yeah, you.
Okay,
Okay. Walking trail system upgrade
I'll get a bell.
for consideration.
Oh, we should be strongly against this.
Al,
Yes. I'll make that motion.
Which motion?
which one?
Yeah, which one?
I'm just reminding myself, include the asphalt trail system for
It's-
Jasmine and Kipling.
It's,
At
do you
2.5
want a 3
meters.
meter or
2.5
or
meters.
2.5 meter?
2.5.
2.5. I was
But you
surprised
notice they didn't,
Give a quote.
it didn't come down 20%.
No, it didn't, but if the reason that I would
Well,
like
'cause you
the
still got your
2.5
mow
as
and
opposed to the 3 is, if you got the 3, what are we making? A walking trail?
Or a road.
Or a road for,
Golf carts?
golf carts to pass each other on?
2 golf carts can easily get by on 3 meters, yeah?
They could
Yes,
probably,
but not on 2.5.
oh, they could probably easily get by on 2.5.
No,
Yeah.
no, they'll have to run off
So
the
their
side.
wheels have to go into the grass, like they're gonna care.
Anyways, the motion I'm making is for 2.5 meters.
And then would you like the whole project done at once or split it?
Let's go with the whole project.
Just get her done.
I don't recall, what was the cost savings with doing it all at
It's
once?
266 all in.
For
Is
doing
what
it-
this
For the-
price is if it's accurate.
If it's split up, do we know what the cost savings would then not be?
Well,
that
I
made
guarantee
sense?
you it'll go up next year.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm saying just do it at once.
But they've got, the one on Kipling has got, how many, meters on there? That is, not quite accurate because there's a part of it was short, it was eliminated.
I'm
In
not sure what you
Kipling?
mean.
Yeah. You know, like that lookout point out to the bench there? That's about, I'm going to say
Oh, I see.
500 meters, less.
I got
One
you.
By the cemetery?
No, he's
Nope.
talking this one.
Oh, over the.
But maybe they're gonna put it back
Toboggan
in,
Hill?
Jim.
No.
they're- When you're walking around the trail on the riverbank, there used to
They
be,
seeded that into
there
grass.
used to be a trail that cut off and went to the top of a grassy knoll.
Right, and that was,
And
there was a
Is that the one
bench
with the
there.
garbage can
Then
here?
they took it all back.
Yeah, because it caved in a couple of times.
That isn't there anymore.
Yeah, so that'll shorten it.
Okay.
Yeah, that isn't
I
there.
bet you-
But still, it,
Okay.
they
I bet
they
you it
gave
won't
us a
change the
metered
price, Jim.
price, so we should be able to figure that
I
out.
bet you
Okay.
it won't change the price, Jim.
I bet it won't either.
By
Yeah.
the time they're done, it'll magically come out to
It'll,
266,000.
no, well, it'll come in more, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, we might get lucky if it comes in.
They'll find an extra. Oh, we scraped that off and the sub base need to be
Did you make
rebuilt.
that?
I do.
Okay, Chris made that motion.
Was there any reason given why they wouldn't give 2-meter quotes?
Well, one person did.
They didn't have the equipment.
Oh,
Too narrow for their spreader box.
I see. Well,
'Cause-
that's not really a quote. That's we don't really want to do it. Price.
Really?
No, I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
that was,
2 meters is more expensive? 50% more expensive?
Well, it's because then they
No.
have to almost hand work it,
No.
yeah.
right? Instead of just pull the spreader box behind the truck.
Oh, okay, I see.
Anyway,
Because
does
once,
anybody have any real questions or concerns?
So,
'Cause we can save all this discussion for later, because there's gonna be lots. I just don't want you all wore out by the time we get there. Are we done? All in favor?
oh, no, I have a question.
What? No, next time. Opposed? It's carried.
Okay, well, I can still,
Yeah, you can, go ahead.
we're still not allowing golf carts on these trails right now, are we?
Well, there's nothing.
I just,
that-
there's nothing that states in here that we're allowing golf carts in here. So I just want to confirm that.
I don't think there's any signs. Are you best friends with Tom again?
Are there bylaws about riding motorized equipment on these trails?
There is bylaws in place and we can confirm that.
Yeah.
Well, a
I don't
golf cart's no
believe-
different than
There,
an
there
e-bike.
is, there's even a sign up on one of the places that I've seen.
It's
it.
not
Yeah.
my intent that I wanna have golf carts on
No.
these things.
A golf
Nobody
cart's no
wants
different
golf
than an
carts on
e-bike
these
though.
things.
I don't even want e-bikes on there
I agree with that.
because they drive like crazy.
Or
That-
scooters.
Oh, okay,
That's a
There
Yeah,
is
that's a
some
different day.
provision though that you can have widened access gates
yes, on the golf course,
on the
not,
golf course.
not out at Jesmond, so you can follow it all the way around the coulees to get there. No, they are not riding, they are not golf cart trails. Even though that's what somebody thinks, because why not?
That is not the intent.
No.
And I just wanted
And
that
we should,
clarified.
we should police
tonight.
that very carefully.
Is there actually a bylaw against that?
We have parks and recreational and public spaces bylaw.
We
So
should check
what's the
that.
difference between a golf cart and an e-bike?
2 wheels and quite a bit of width.
Yeah, but an e-bike will go faster than a golf cart.
But if you're gonna not allow a bike, you're not going to allow any bikes. Cause anybody in
That's
good
definitely a
shape
gray
can run an
area.
ordinary bike just as fast as an e-bike. Now, there's different e-bikes, there's pedal, if we wanna do a bylaw,
I'm
we
just
can do a
saying.
bylaw.
Yes, we should.
That's not for tonight. Okay, this is already over with. That was just a question Matt brought up. All right,
For his best friend.
flag protocol.
For consideration.
1. Number 1, Larry?
As presented.
Leave as is? Yeah.
Oh, okay, this is what we're on. Yeah, number 1.
Okay, all right. Any questions or concerns?
Oh,
What does that mean? Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
Speak your mind, Matt.
well, what was it? A year, 2 years ago, we unfortunately lost a member of our fire department. And our flag was not lowered to half mast in that. And to me, that really, really bugged me. But that was from someone else that made that decision. I just want to make sure that if something like that were to happen again, is there anything in here that where we can do that?
Yeah. It
Like-
says that the mayor and municipal manager have discretion.
Yeah, and that's,
Based on a long-term, former town employee, council member, former council member, other prominent persons. Yeah.
in my opinion, as a firefighter, is a prominent person. Or it,
Yeah, well, everybody has opinions.
and that's my opinion. It's just this, to me, this, for what happened there, this is, to me, it's a very sensitive subject.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially when it comes around mental health and stuff like that. So, I just wanted to give my 2 cents about this is,
You probably want some change, yeah?
well, I just want to give my 2 cents about it. It just-
Okay.
it-
It
I
is
didn't
in
agree
there,
with it
and
before,
It's
so-
actually in there twice. Yeah. That there is special circumstances that it can be changed, other than just waiting for federal or provincial. Yeah. We did
Which
lower
we-
him for that, and we lowered him for Remembrance Day. Okay. So Larry moved option 1, approve as presented. Any more questions or concerns? All in favor? Opposed? It's carried. And council important meetings and events.
Oh, for information.
Whoa. You can have that one. You were so, yeah, you can have that one.
Did we miss any?
That was just what I had.
Did we miss any? Should we have put on there that tonight is a full moon too?
I thought that was last night.
No, it's tonight at
Oh my
4
gosh.
Yeah, last night.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Looks like neither one of our kids are gonna sleep tonight.
Look, full moon was shining
I thought it was
through
last
my living room window tonight. I
Yeah.
seen it,
Yeah, it's right here, yeah.
yeah.
It's be right out there by now.
Oh. Mine was up for,
All in favor of the important meetings, events? Thank you very much. Opposed? That's carried. Do we need a recess?
No.
It looks like close might be a while, Shannon. Do you need
Yeah,
a recess?
yeah, okay.
I'm gonna recess.
5-minute break. You can't. We're live? Okay.
I'd like to make a motion. Can I do multiple motions at once here? Or do you need each one of these names individual? Okay. Well, I would like to move that we reappoint Cherie Brown to the ARB with a term to expire
Oh,
2026.
If you want to do multiples, just put both their names in the one
Well,
motion.
she just said I can't do that. That's what I was asking.
She nodded her head yes.
No, she said yeah.
Oh, I thought she said no.
No.
Okay, well, I would like to appoint both of them.
Yeah.
Cherie and Chris, Cherie Brown and Christopher Howells with a term to expire
The third.
December 31st, 2026.
Christopher Howell's the third.
Oh,
You could
No
probably
You should
say
also extend the letter to
further
Todd.
to extend.
I do prefer separate motions.
I told you she said separate motions.
You shook your head yes.
Okay.
Okay.
One motion at a time.
I would like to move that we reappoint Cherie Brown to the Assessment Review Board with a term to expire December 31st,
It's Sheree, not Sharon.
2026.
Yeah.
Sure, open your ear.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Questions or concerns? All in favor? Opposed? That's carried.
I'll move to appoint Kristen Howells for the same term.
Chris.
Christopher Howells the third, no relation to Thurston.
All right.
Anybody catch that reference? No, it's Gilligan that one.
Yes, anyway. Yes, that one. Anyway. All in favor? Opposed? That's carried.
I'll make the motion that we extend the letter of appreciation to Todd Reed.
Kathy? Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Opposed? That is carried. And then, moving on, we have Family FCSS. That is on page 96.
All right. I'll move to reappoint Meredith Conboy with a term to expire 2026, December 31st.
Questions or concerns? All in favor? Opposed? That's carried.
I'll make the motion to reappoint Lynn Parks.
Kathy, to Lynn. Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Opposed? That is carried.
I'll make the motion to reappoint Richard Shear to the Family Community Support Service Board with a term to expire December 31st, 2026.
Quit. All in favor? I'm gonna quit asking questions. Opposed? It's carried. And then we'll move on.
I'll move to appoint Bill Duncan on MPC
Till.
till December 31st, 2026.
Chris. All in favor? Opposed? That is carried.
I'll move to reappoint Bruce Vine to the MPC to December 31st, 2026.
All in favor? Opposed? That is carried.
I'll make the motion to reappoint Chris House to the Library Board. Term to expire December 31st, 2026.
Okay. Kathy to Chris. All in favor? Opposed? That is carried.
I'll move Amy Nucha to the 31st of 26.
Your microphone's not on, Jim.
So is that the one that's gonna have a whole bunch of people on, in 2026?
Nope.
Nope,
It
that-
has a whole bunch of people in 2024.
Oh, okay. All right, sorry. All in favor? Opposed? That is carried. And that's,
I will move to draft a letter of appreciation to Todd Reed for participation on the SDAP.
all in favor? Opposed? That is carried.
I'll make a motion that we reappoint Clark Sorley
Yeah.
to the SDAB, term to expire December 31st, 2026.
All in favor? Opposed?
I'll move to appoint Christopher Howells to the Subdivision Development Appeal Board with the term to expire December 31st, 2026.
All in favor? Opposed?
Are we moving down to J now?
Motion on this one, or we're just gonna get more information brought back?
Nope, that's all gonna.
We're going all the way down to J now, aren't we?
Do we skip this one, or she has consensus on that one? We gotta go to H, don't we?
Oh, H, yes.
Yeah, H. Landfill.
There, you wanna do landfill one?
I'll move that we direct administration to
waiting
bring
for you.
back details for a loan
What are you waiting for?
to the landfill authority, as the town is willing to loan the landfill authority funding for the construction of a new cell.
Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Opposed? That is carried. And then,
And I'll move that we waive the 2.5% utility rates penalty on the December 8th,
We're
2023.
on I right now.
Oh, I skipped one?
Do we need a motion
No,
on that?
there's nothing for I.
No,
I
nothing.
didn't think so.
no,
Yeah,
No.
we're on J.
It says on my sheet there is.
Well,
no.
yeah, but there was no motion being made from it,
Okay,
Sorry.
so Kathy,
just more information.
utility
Yes,
rate,
you're right.
utility penalty.
Option
Option 2.
Number 2. Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Opposed? That's carried. And then just K, I guess.
I'll make the motion to ratify the QP agreement. It's still going on my phone, I'm sure that's option 1.
Approved as presented.
Approved as presented, is that option 1?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My phone's taking a bit of a break here.
Questions or concerns? All in favor? Opposed?
I'll
That's
move
carried.
adjournment.
Attaboy.
James? At 9:26. All in favor?
Sleeping over
Opposed? That's carried.
No.